So we're done. I gave you my whole life for what? For what? Calling the number. Oh, you're over me. No, I'm not. Please don't touch me. I wouldn't do that, Simon. I wouldn't. Like that. Don't even get Cyan involved right now. But she knows I wouldn't do something like that. When I do something like that, I talk about her all the time. You gotta love me. Why would I do that? This girl is she's just very drama. I don't ever know if she got my number. No. So that they want to talk to me, nothing to hear it, but the whole time they're talking to other people. Can you pull over? Like, I'm not trying to ride in a car with you right now. Yeah, that would be nice. If I pull up right now and you're still sitting there, I'm gonna mess you up. I swear I'm gonna mess you up. 5 seconds right now. I'm not even. 5. There's a car coming. There's a car coming. Relax. What are you looking at? What are you know? This happened for me. For the back. You ask me hard right now. What? What? You don't want to break me all the time? Fix the smirk on your face, and I'm not playing with you. Oh. Who is it? Oh, what is that? Driver. Have you? I tried. No. Hello? Yeah. I told her to pray. Yeah. Is this Natanya? Hi, Christy. Hi, Kristen. Oh my God, you got me. You got me. I was thinking else.
What does your future look like? Hey guys, friends. I'm gonna offer you today. If you tell me your deepest darkest secret, I'll give you a brand new iPhone 12 Pro.
You know your ex how you broke up with him? Cheated? I was really cheated on him. Are you serious? That's fine. I was going to confess too. What? You know your boyfriend Harry, who was at the boys' house for the weekend? He was with me, and he was hooking up with me.
So, that one there was a violation personally. Yo, those ones are huge.
Thank you. I just got my butt like.
Oh, no, relax. I'm talking about these ones here. Also, I'll give you a refund on this advice. Those jokes are massive.
Thank you. I just got this stuff.
Oh, no, I'm talking about these ones right here. Look how massive they are.
hello. Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Organize the prophet. Offline Trison. Empire. Solid. Flame. Show me a little man. Battery.
You thought you had me, didn't you?
Tide is money.
Voice in la Marie. Do like that. to career.
Dire's top tower is under attack. The Dire scan, on the hunt for Radiant forces.
I love winning.
Doing this. Spirit faster. Spirit was okay. Uncle just
I saw your death the moment you were born.
Jump. Oh. Nice.
Not as bad.
Сегодня Айда. Алнайджан.
Red team ban.
Dire's turn to pick.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I would agree with you that this is just the mid, because also, you know, thinking about Aqua, Charlie, I'm not putting Ember up there. Like, maybe if it was Kotal Ember, he'd probably take it, but without that, I kind of feel like he'd rather want a different hero, like a late pick Terrorblade or something, just a classic Charlie to, I'll play behind you for fighting for me, I'll win you the game once we survive the death ball. That's kind of his MO for most of the success of his career so far.
He's a very good player at getting item progression and just staying, you know, farming. Also a bit of an emotional player at times, so if he gets targeted a lot, you know, can
tilt out of control.
This is true.
I mean, I'm not saying tilt out of control, but he is, you know, some players are very calm and don't show a lot of emotions. When I played with him, he's been more vocal.
Yeah, yes, and also he tweets sometimes about the players he doesn't like playing with in pubs.
There we go. I haven't seen that.
Who does he tweet about? Name his name.
No, not yet. No, he actually. I'm working on it. No, he banged out a cheeky little tweet about the Chillax carry the other day. I won't go into detail. You can do that yourself at Aquadota. But yeah,
so that's a Kunkka. We saw Alliance also we have played Kunkka in the same game that we just mentioned, the pre-19-minute victory.
This is nice because what we mentioned about the stun.
An emotional player at times.
You can do that yourself at Aquadota. But yeah,
so that's a Kunkka. We saw Alliance also we have played Kunkka in the same game that we just mentioned, the pre-19-minute victory.
This is nice because what we mentioned about the stuns and stuff, Kunkka is the go-to. Off like the X, just
maybe the only downside I see is that you're not really having the stronger late game, and you're kind of just holding because you're still gonna face up against like a Juggernaut in the later stages. It might be what they need to survive though, and just hold on. But I would like something more hard carry still that also can survive.
Of course, we mentioned it in the second phase, but yeah, good old Charlie with the last pick. He's like, all right, is it Morphling? Is it Anti-Age, or is it Terror?
It is a Charlie hero. It is.
It is.
He plays really well on Illusion heroes in general. His farming is very efficient.
But draft-wise, from these two teams, I feel like this puts more emphasis on Alliance because this is the lineup where they're going to have to show what they've been working on in the scrims, right? How they win their lanes with the heroes that should be able to do that. How they then sync up together with the... Like, Alliance 2019, they were like the best team in Europe, at least, at crushing lanes, collapsing mid, taking down the tower, minute 10, your map's super small, farms everywhere. This is kind of what they need to do with this lineup, because this Terrorblade, if you patiently farm behind, you don't really get shut down, jungle's not closed off, it's the Manta, it's the Skadi, it's a Butterfly, you're probably going to 1v9 at the later portion.
I'm a bit concerned if I was in Goon Squad here, honestly, though. Looking at just matchup-wise the heroes, I feel like it's the tougher one to play out. And even if you go late, there are now control abilities against the Illusions from Terrorblade. There's the Kunkka who could add an Aghanims in the later stages, and that just devastates Illusions with a Shard on Kunkka as well. You're suddenly not outputting the DPS you're expecting from a TB, and their lineup doesn't really have much team fight. It's hardly any 5-man team fights. So
no pressure on Goon Squad for this game.
I'd say so.
I mean, there's also a lot of pressure on Alliance just because they're playing up against X-Alliance. So
sure.
if they lose to X-Alliance in their Alliance...
Specifically for this draft.
No need for draft now, Shiva. The game does the talking. The emotion, the players.
Why am I? Go for it.
We have Alliance versus Goon Squad with literally the best casting duo in the world. It is me and... Oh, no, joking. So involved, guys. So involved.
Very nice, T. Thank you very much, T. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game one of Alliance versus Goon Squad. Fog, can't wait to see what happens here between these two teams. We've got the drafts.
Yes, we do.
You can't help but sort of feel that Goon Squad are going to be pretty comfortable with that last pick, right? Because they've managed to get their carry player, Aqua, pretty much his best hero, right?
Yeah.
He's picked the Terrorblade. They've gone for the Terrorblade. The question is, do you think Alliance care? Because Alliance, they would have known that there was a hero coming up.
I think with the way they've drafted themselves, they've looking to play a pretty quick game, right? This group up going to be very long about just putting pressure on, taking towers, getting control of Leon, where Terrorblade can suffer. But on the same flip side, you know, Goon Squad, they do have a good way to fight back with the Grimstroke, the DK, the Ember. Definitely a strong trio in the early game with that Enchantress to be able to battle back. So, I mean, all things aside, doesn't matter what heroes there are, anything like, you know, just what T was saying. We got Goon Squad, we got Alliance, and I'm looking at mid matchup. It's Limp versus Weehaw. This is a premiere. We got these godly tier 1 players in the mid lane versus each other. Super excited to see how it's going to play out, because Ember versus Kunkka too. A slight edge probably to the Kunkka, but I think Ember can do really well in like all of these matchups anyway, and it's a lot of just, you know, that skill matchup that we do end up seeing. So I mean, I'm going to be all eyes on mid lane, really. Your hotkey's here. Give me some. There we go. Some last F for last hits. Thanks, Owen.
I don't use hotkeys.
Oh, what the hell's?
Sorry, he's using up my PC, boys and girls.
I missed the lobby. It happens.
There we go.
Are they doing it? So they're starting aggro.
Yeah, he's starting bottom here for Alliance.
Because that's what we've seen a couple times with these with the Crystal Maidens, just to put pressure at the start.
Yeah.
Let's see how it is. So we have.
I mean, I think I think this is the way to do it. I think, you know, if you're Alliance, you're looking at the fact that Aqua's on Terrorblade. You want to mess with the Terrorblade as soon as possible.
These teams know each other. Obviously, from what we're all saying, from all these iterations that they've played together. So the ward's already down. They're expecting this type of aggro play. Look at Charsey. Look at that, see?
No, he sticks to the lane, but he doesn't want to get caught out walking over.
He'll die behind the lane if he does walk over.
Yeah, Stamanen was ready to go.
Yep. Let's see how it plays out. So immediately they're going to swap. They don't get the first blood. And at CM Jug lane versus Grimstroke DK.
All right.
Pretty battle intense. Lots of trading back and forth. Got to make sure they secure those range creeps on the side of Alliance, because just have to watch out versus DK. When he went Breathe Fire first, I guess he really wanted to try to secure that range creep, which he did get. But that does mean you don't have stun level 1 to prevent the last hits of a hero like Juggernaut that we've seen a lot of times.
Which support's having more fun up here, do you think, Stamanen or Hansken?
I think they're both having quite a bit of fun.
You trade pretty evenly with these two?
Yeah, I guess Stamanen would have a little bit more fun because you have kill threat constantly on either Hansken and S4 if they make like one mistake step. So as we've seen these CMs, you know, you get both of your spells at 1 and 2, and you just have plenty of mangoes to spam out. I'd say Stamanen has a little bit more fun as the support.
Yeah, we saw the other day Stamanen on the CM. He was having a great time. He
was unstoppable, right? He was like 6-0 or something.
He was killing people. I mean, you see this man. You know, he picks up all the mangoes and he just goes spam, 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 and it's highly effective.
Yeah, Limp is doing excellent in the mid lane right now. Even gets range creep denies. I think.
What's going on here? 9 for 2.
I think he got 2 range creep denies. I want to say too.
Against what, the 4 and 0? Yeah, this is a hot start.
Little bit of a mess up by Weehaw. I think he torrented trying to just harass Limp, and it caught range creep, so put it in deny range, and he had Tidebringer down. Limp got a really nice deny, and now he's got a good positioning with Flame Guard too. That's an excellent start for Limp. All right, look at the start of the lanes. Everyone getting their solid farm.
I mean, top lane. That's going to be a first blood. Ladies and gentlemen, there's the setup. You know, Stamanen, he made the call. He said, Nico Bay kill, and Nico Bay is ready to check. So that from
he's in harassment on Aqua, but he's got stick. He pick more, I feel like, in the side lanes. But yeah, top, as we mentioned, you know, that's gonna be the one that we're watching for all these constant kills. The other ones is just the fun farming, the farm versus farm, the 1v1s.
Needs to go for those kills, because on the CS front up top, S4's having the better time in the lane. See now, with the cogs, Aramis. He's got the setup on Peksu. Symmetrical's gonna try and chase him down. They've got the damage. Crypt Swarm comes in, they'll get the kill. Also be able to trade into Aqua as well, but it's stick charges at the ready. He'll manage to hold his own with the meta.
Good old Death Prophet. Always a potential kill threat lane, especially with something like Clockwork. And that is meta use. So when meta's down, he's also a potential to get chased. Is Limp? Yeah, Limp is crushing it.
I was going to say, it doesn't look like it's getting any easier for Weeha. This is going to be a slower start. Of course, as a Kunkka, he's got many ways to catch back up. He'll be able to clear out the jungle quite easily. I haven't seen him obviously get the chance to head back and get any stacks for himself, but highly likely that Alliance will be able to prepare such things for him. Catch back up.
Yeah, I feel like most of the time when I see this matchup, it's a lot more even. I feel like the Kunkka usually doesn't have, like, he doesn't have 4 denies against himself. So that first wave or two, Limp just really crushed it, and now he's got this big advantage. And now we have Ruins coming out too. We will see, I believe Weeha's going to go for a stack here on a small camp.
Oh, it goes where Stamanen's getting the jungle stacked.
Yep. Oh, he's not going to get the stack, I don't think. Oh, it's...
He does? Yeah, yes. That was close, though, yeah. Stamanen, he's going to be fine. Quick TP out of danger.
Face it, you're a loser.
And Nico Baby is fine on his own when his jug does leave him.
Yeah, he's under no threat from S4.
But we are seeing those denies add up. This is, as we mentioned, versus the DK. Even though he didn't get stunned, actually, which is really interesting on the DK. He's able to get
bottom.
denies. Bottom.
Nice bit of a move with the cogs there from Aramis. He trapped them a bit. Okay. So he... And nice kill. It's only slightly behind across the 3 lanes. Not much in it at all, just a couple of CS here and there.
Surprised how many, like, Nico Baby hasn't gotten. I know Stamanen left the lane, but like I was mentioning, you know, S4, he didn't have stun skilled up until level 4. So usually when you see these DK offlanes, as I was mentioning, the stun is what prevents a lot of those last hits, and they end up having a lot more denies on the DK. But S4 has just had excellent lane control. So it's 28-9 to the 17-2. That's quite a disparity.
Yeah. Be interested to see which way we see the stats, because Stamanen's been doing a great job of pretty much stacking all the camps at least twice so far. We'll see even Nico Baby with the Blade Fury or Weeha with the Tidebringer will be able to clear those up.
Yeah, he's pinging it right. He's like, there's a 3x, you know, maybe Nico Baby's like, hey, I'm not having the best type of farm, but he's probably okay, no worries.
Yeah, he'll catch straight.
He'll catch up. I even have a stacked pull, so now he can reset positioning of the lane, so Nico Baby can farm under tower easier.
Some good stuff from Stamanen it.
Yep. Still prepping you. That jug to have that good farm. Looks like Weeha's might be the one to take it, and maybe even set up for a kill. They saw Hanskin walking in.
Yeah, it should be an easy one if they can vision of it.
He's gonna make a work for it.
That's 100 he's on high ground there, but can't keep Hanskin safe.
The rune on a big, the trip from Alliance, checking bottom to regen. And he'll keep it going too.
They've got to make sure that Limp doesn't get his hands on any of these aggressive runes early, otherwise he'll be sweeping across the map looking for action.
Yeah, he can like ganking bottom is quite easy for the Ember at this point of the game. Ganking the jug is always a little bit more complicated, but can be done. Just probably not the target that Limp wants.
Juggernaut!
I mean, obviously with this information how Hanskin made the move, he would have seen that there's stacks going on. Is there anything Goon Squad can realistically do early with their heroes to try and not allow Alliance to freely farm them, or is Alliance always going to be able to get them?
They kill it too fast. I feel like they're just going to clear it right now, and there's no way to get there in time. I mean, the one move they could have done is, like, if TB goes kind of like jungle and Enchantress moves up there with the Grimstroke and the Ember.
Yeah, you can kind of mess with them.
I don't think they want to move the TB out of bottom just yet. Soon, he's going to have to, but...
They're going to move over now, but indeed, yeah, with the Blade Furies, Nico Baby's already got it covered pretty much.
Still some low creeps. They might be able to snipe.
That bottom lane. Hexen will die, but he is able to set up for a trade here. Aqua cleans up a kill in return. We'll see Goon Squad step up to the high ground, but Weeha's going to respond. Straight away goes towards Hanskin. They've got the combo. They're bringing down Hanskin, but Weeha's taking heavy damage here from S4 as the Elder Dragon form then with the final remnant jumps across, takes out Weeha. A bit of a trade between the sides. Goon Squad with that move into the jungle. Not quite able to come in early enough to disrupt the farming of Nico Baby, but set up to just lose the support themselves and get that kill onto Alliance's mid, onto Weeha.
All right, well worth it. Great move coming over. Slowing down Weeha. I think they took 1 or 2 of the creeps as well. Hanskin's like, okay, I died, but now you know what happens when I die? I TP mid, refill my Ember's bottle. So those type of deaths on these supports are just actually beneficial.
We'll see Aramis He's come over to try and make sure the power in doesn't go into the hands of, but he can't stick around for this.
Oh, it gets denied.
I was what? Yeah, looks like Hansken knew that Stamana was either able to deny it or pick it up himself before Limp could swing over.
Very close.
Well, yeah, good to see Alliance continue to do this, just making sure that power ins are never a freebie here for Limp.
And speaking of freebies, they have to leave the bottom lane, so we know at Death brought here once. This tower is going to get brought down unbelievably fast. I don't even know. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to rotate for it either. Hanskin's a bit low. Limp was slightly low on mana too. Yeah, it's not going to be able to contest it. So look how fast it goes.
Free out for the DP.
And that's how they have to play. They want to be setting pace. They want to be taking these early towers versus TB. They can't just let Aqua back and farm. So good hit from Alliance. Still, the gold lead has to be like less than like 100 or 200. It's less than 1K.
Super close, yeah.
Super close off of these lanes right now. And the Nico Baby Jug, who had a little bit of a slower start, has fully caught up. And
yeah, he's going to be fine.
He's going greed as well. So he's going the Battle Fury.
All right. I mean, obviously, a little bit of cleave anyway against a TB it's going to be something extra against the Illusions, but definitely, you would imagine we've seen some Jugs in this situation. They would prefer to go for like the Maelstrom, get involved a bit earlier with the rest of their team, trying to like overwhelm the TB with that extra bit of magical burst. But Nico Baby opting to try and match the farm.
To each their own, right? Like Nico Baby's shown a couple times where he has his own style.
Nico Baby, he likes to farther than the enemy carry. So this is
the case fact. If the game at a decent time, then they'll have somebody that's at least farmed enough to maybe stand toe-to-toe versus TB. And then the catch here, Torrent won't quite get. Nice.
No, even with the bow, I mean, they have the bow and the Omni if they want to. They sort of hold back. I think even with the bow connection and an Omni slash, you're not killing this Dragon Knight.
I think there was probably like, let's go, and one person was probably like, I don't know if it's, it's a 1600 HP DK.
He ain't dying.
You would have had to commit Omni and like pretty much everything and maybe still not even get the kill, so. Good defense there from Alliance. And that's quick, right? They saw Dragon form and they immediately rotated to try to shut it down. So really emphasizing on that early game here with the rotations.
Yeah, we'll see how the farm progresses. Because at the moment, of course, Aqua, he is the lowest on the cores.
But it's to be expected with the lane that he's put up. Even though he has an Enchantress, which is one of the best 5 positions to back you up, you're versus Death Prophet, you're versus Clockwork. So
yeah, probably the biggest thing for him was the fact that he gets out of the laning stage without dying to that duo. He had yet to die yet on the Terrorblade.
I'm surprised he's trying to farm this Ancient stack, though. He's farming Ancient stacks without meta up. He's kind of getting wrecked by it. Aqua's going to have to go back to base. And top now, they only have 2 heroes up here on the side of Goon Squad.
See if they can get the kill this time, Alliance. They've got
Exorcism,
the Ghost back up. Yeah, Symmetrical ready to run down S4. Even bringing over Weehar as well. So there's no escape for S4. Trapped in the trees, Alliance that take him down. And with the Ghosts up, they can grab the creep wave. They should be able to get some damage in onto the tier 1 top as well. So keeping that pressure up, that pace, making sure they're taking these objectives and taking all attention away from Nico Baby's Jug so he's able to freely farm elsewhere.
I was about to say, I feel like Pexu has to start trying to hit some towers here with his Enchantress. He gets the Dark Troll Summoner, but Alliance very quick to react.
Let's see if Alliance can get a kill out of this, actually. Nico Baby with the Blade Fury is chasing out Pex, so he'll commit with the Omni Slash. He doesn't want to mess with the pass of the Enchantress. So commits, gets himself the kill, and gets back to farming.
Oh, with the pace of the game, I mean, who cares, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's able to just go for free Omnis. His team is setting tempo. His top tower. They'll get the tower taken out.
Tower, the loose to Manon again.
Well worth it.
Yeah, this is progression for Alliance.
Yeah, it doesn't get denied. They force another DK form, so they know DK form is up top. They might even swing some heroes over there just to prevent him from hitting tower. So some solid moves from Alliance so far in this early game. Nico Baby getting absolute free farm. Battle Fury is going to be done any minute now.
That's good timing.
Good timing with Phase, with Wraithband, with Wand upgraded. It's going to be.
If the game continues with this sort of control, he's going to stay quite ahead of Aqua for quite some time here. It's going to need a big change of pace for Goon Squad to open up the game for Aqua to match the farm and get the space that Nico Baby's getting.
Yeah, the map is going to start shrinking. Like the tower pressure that is to move around. And as we keep mentioning for Goon Squad, they have deep building hitters, but the way that they've been playing around it on Alliance has been very smart. Every single time that he's DK ulted, they've been there just to match it. Solid stuff so far.
We go 13-minute Battle Fury.
Yeah, that's a solid timing.
We'll see where he goes next with his build. Usually, I think Nico Baby still is very much fan of the S and Y.
S&Y most of the times, yeah, I was going to say that's usually his
He just
build.
likes to stat up.
Trying to see if they're going for any other like enabling items. They don't really have they don't have the best heroes for like your Solar Crest and whatnot, like the CM and the Clockwork. CM can, but they don't have like anybody that really naturally holds one of those items. I guess Drums is pretty good versus the Jug, or for the Jug. Shamanin did get the D word right,
and he'll happily be the one that gets caught out here for Alliance.
They got one D word.
Goon Squad, they want to try and find something more. They want to get a core really. See what they can get here in mid. They're going to set up with S4. He's straight in. There's the combo. Blink with the X12 immediately on top of We Are. They take him down. The reaction's there from Alliance though, and they're chasing down Aqua. Aqua will be able to turn with the Sunder. The Omni Slash comes out. The Hook got over as well. They're going to lose Aqua. As he goes down, the Blade Fury's out trapping S4 as well in the cogs. Alliance, they'll take out the three of them. They're going to get Pexter as well. The X marks there from We Are, dragging back the Enchantress. As Alliance continuing to show very much who's in control of this early game.
No funny business. Double buyback at this point in the game. Like, it's 14 minutes. They're like, no, you are not hitting our tier 1. It's not happening. Even this, I don't even think Stomanin had much time left on his respawn, but it didn't matter. They both just insta buyback for the fight. And that's the meta and the DK form used to try to hit tower again, and it's just immediately met with a full squad of life.
Quick reactions here from Alliance. They weren't letting this happen for a moment from Goon Squad. Full reaction, and Aqua, it's a nice Thunder back up to full HP, but a lovely Omni Slash. And of course, that extra bit of control from Aramis, making sure that nobody escapes them.
And look at Stomanin even controlling Limp in the back. Limp has to just jump out of the fight with his Remnant. We actually did not even need to buy back there, but it looked very good. So it looked very good for Alliance.
No, they're all in here on the early game Alliance, and it's working out so far.
4K lead already.
And Jug, I mean, just look at the difference at the moment. Nico Baby 3K ahead of the farm of Aqua. They're going to need some drastic change to the momentum of this game, Goon Squad, to get their Terrorblade into a position where he'll be able to stand tall in the fights, because at the moment it doesn't seem like that's coming anytime soon.
No, and it's not easy to kill Nico Baby at any point in the game. They have to line up the stuns like kind of perfectly, right? The DK has to stun into a Silence, into an Inkswell, and then they have to have the follow-up damage, but he's starting to get quite strong. And it's like, this is like the dream kind of situations for Jug, where it's, guys, I farm Battle Fury, I show up twice, both Omni Slashes net you massive kills. I guess the first one wasn't massive, it was an Enchantress, but the second one was very pretty with the cleave as well.
Yeah, and any sort of move away from creeps towards heroes has been very much worth Nico Baby's time so far.
And now the timing, we're mentioning this early game, them trying to keep putting the pressure on, keep slowing down the attempts at the TB from farming. BKB's done for Death Prophet, and BKB's about to be done for Weehaw. So the only real way that I see for Goon Squad to come back is to fight. And now fighting into these BKBs feels pretty difficult with your lack of actual team fight. Everything online, even a DD in the Kunkka's bottle. And for Goon Squad, it's really hard. They have to try to fight, but I feel like the fights are not going to go their way unless they have a number advantage in most of the situations. But look top, this is a good move. I like what Pexu's doing. Pexu and S4 are starting to whittle this top tower down. The Dark Troll Summoner.
And level 2 Ghosts are out bottom here for Symmetrical.
On the flip side,
Going to be a big push. We're nearly catching as well, then with the Silence, but Limp's already away, and Weehaw, he'll step back to get a bit of a defense going on the tier 2.
Very smart move, right? The Troll was actually killing the tower, and he's able to come in and cleave out most of those annoying Rowley skeletons. They might still be able to finish the tier 2 off.
But they're also going to have to come and respond to this push from Alliance, because Alliance, they're ready to start and stepping up to the high ground, up to the tier 3.
17 minutes, the glyph, or the backdoor is still active. So
Ghosts are going to wear out, so maybe just nothing more than a poke. We'll see if they stick around after the exorcism.
They're going to keep threatening, yeah.
See the jump. Decent opening damage there onto Nico Baby with the fireball, but X-Mark already at the ready. Weehaw can drag him back to safety. And now that they're forced to reaction, Alliance, they'll back off. They know that they're still in control here. They don't need to take the risk of throwing anything away with a little bit too early of a high ground push.
Yeah, big moves from both sides, gotta be honest. Like, them taking top tower for Goon Squad is actually quite huge. I mean, it just opens up the map a little bit more for Aqua, for Charlie. So that's the one nice thing. And it's also, I think they identified fighting into this lineup is going to get a little difficult. They have to really pick their battles. Very smart for them to have a chance to come back in this game now.
Sure. Aqua's got to go hard on the farm and just keep his head down and away from Alliance's moves.
He needs like 2 more items. He needs to finish Manta, get the Scotty, but then it's also going to be, what's the next one up that the Jug's going to have over him? Because he went for the Battle Fury build, it's really paying off. So he's going to maybe get to this timing where it's like, uh-oh, he might have something like a Butterfly or something along those lines where the TB's going to have Manta Scotty, and he's not going to be able to match this Jug in the carry-to-carry matchup. Stomanin ulting some creep waves, I like it. CM forcing the bottom wave. And now, yeah, I think Brosh is on the menu. I think that's probably the next thing for Alliance to tick off their box, because I think they're really recognizing the team fight from Goon Squad is not going to be strong enough to battle into them. And we'll see another D-ward, Stomanin. What is that, the 3rd or 4th one, I believe it was? Sorry, I know you pulled it up before. I love the observer. Nervous.
There's the jump. Themselves, or at least try for a quick pick on the clock, but they'll get it. Limp.
BKB.
He's got the BKB to counter the low connection from We Are, and he's going to try and run down the Kunkka. Of course, he's not really doing a lot of damage through that torrent buff that We Are, the bow buff from We, so We doesn't care at all.
He held his BKB on Weehaw too.
Yeah,
he knows.
He knew that there was no damage coming in, and Alliance, they'll just turn and take down Pexit.
That's more.
He still wants to fight. He's going to get the jump in. They've got the chainstone. They've got the lockdown. They've actually got the kill. They're able to jump in. They get the big one. They take down Nico Baby's Juggernaut. Over to the side, Aramis. Got the nice hook control. Pull back into the torrent. They'll take out Limp in return.
Beautiful hook from Aramis.
Aqua, he's still thinking about going in on the fight because S4's ready to lead the way. Jumps in, but Weehaw with the BKB held. He still has it safe here. So now Pops in, and they can't continue to come in for him. Aqua's trying to go for symmetrical, but the torrent control's there. Aqua getting low. Fear pushback from the Siphon. He goes down. S4 and Hanske, they're still trying to continue this fight, and it's actually kind of working. I mean, they've cleaned up Weehaw. S4 hasn't died. He's still going. He's getting a hit.
He's cleaning up.
Shamanin tries to get him with a frostbite. Finally, S4 will fall, but it's just carnage here from both sides. Goon Squad, they will get the final cleanup as Shamanin goes down. Everybody kind of died there.
Look at Hanskin's gold.
Yeah, who ended up on top of that at the end?
He had 3,000 gold. He just, it's actually insane. So both him and S4 got about 1,200 in the fight.
Yeah, it was kind of the cleanup crew from those two for sure in particular. I mean, S4 nearly not going down at all, only dying that last final moment. Yeah, so for those two there, they kept the fight going. You could tell it. They were losing cores. You know, Limp was dying, Aqua was dying, but S4 and Hanskin, they wanted to keep the fight going. They did not want to let Alliance get away.
I don't think Alliance expected it to go that way, right? The DK didn't even have BKB, but the way that he played weaving in and out of the fights, actually really nice from S4.
It felt like at least sort of 3 Dragon Tail Link Swell combos were coming out there. They were just going and going and going.
Yeah, they couldn't get onto those back lines.
And it kind of worked it a bit. You see how the net worth leads changed? They shaped up Alliance to the point where they're able to close a bit of that gap.
Yeah, now it's like those little things that they did use earlier.
Yeah, look at that swing. That was that whole fight here coming through.
Like CM ult was used to push a bottom wave. If they had that little bit extra, perhaps we could have seen something different come out. Also, that was the buyback deaths that went out of the way, so these long respawns now for Alliance are out of their way. But yeah, Goon Squad showed that they can show up to a fight even before this TB is fully online. So.
I'll talk your ears.
Yeah, that vulnerability basically with the Blade Fury, not a lot that's going to be hitting through that. If they can catch him with the jump, the DK, there's still a high chance that he gets blown up.
Yeah, he's tanky too. I'm surprised how much damage.
Step up on the damage department next, going with the death up to his BKB.
All right.
I believe we saw We Are very much building the defensive route, going for the Lincoln Sphere as well as the BKB, just making sure that he doesn't get jumped by that Dragon Tail initiation that Goon Squad have proved to be so strong with.
It is their only hard initiation, their only hard lockdown on the side of Goon Squad, so good work. A little bit unorthodox to go for that on the Kunkka, but you understand what he's trying to go for there, right? So he throws it onto the jug can really push and not have to worry too much about when they go for any type of...
That's true as well, yeah.
Plays. As Roche, you're mentioning, Alliance, they want... I think that's what their initial move was to have happen.
It was
them
to get over
here to get here, but, I mean, Goons, they hit them with full force.
Well, this is going to be quick. I don't think Goon Squad's going to be making any moves over here, so...
But they're making moves of their own. They're taking mid tower. They were trying to hit bottom, perhaps, as well. And some big items have been picked up as well, too, just to point out, you got the push taken out now for Alliance. I think the BKB is done now for the DK. We have the Char plus Warstaff Grimstroke, so going to be really relevant in the fight to get these dispels to block when their BKBs are on cooldown on either DK or Ember.
That's good news as far as got his BKB done, because the vessel just got completed by Aramis.
Exactly.
So very much would be that extra item that could cause an issue for S4's survival in the team fight.
Yep, and then also the big thing is for Aqua, as I was mentioning, they don't have any Drum or Solar Crest for Alliance. They have a Solar Crest for Aqua. He's going to have that from the Enchantress. Limp. Play with the Remnant. Oh, Limp would have loved that Arcane Rune, but Weehaw was able to snatch it up. Still very close here, and you see this DK TV, they're starting to catch back up.
Oh, for sure, yeah, S4 is... I mean, after that, he's super farmed.
Yeah.
Just being, on level with his Terrorblade, level with Aqua. This has been a very strong game so far from S4.
Fireball, Dragon Scale. He has a lot of damage.
They're going to try and do the rounds again here in Alliance's jungle, but Alliance, they're over in the mid. Nico Baby halfway towards the Skadi here for his next purchase.
Okay, because he did purchase.
He needs to beef up, he wants the stats, he wants to be able to live through that initial burst.
Yeah, and it's when TB's in meta form. Yeah. If you hit him once, it's... Yeah, if you get on top of the TB, he's very likely to just die as well. Get the Skadi too. Aqua's not far from his either, though, and that was going to be really effective versus these, the spin, the BKBs, the DP. But Alliance, like we said, they're about playing a little bit faster, so still continue to try to put the pressure on.
They've got 3 minutes left on the Aegis.
Exorcism's back. 1 second.
Oh, there we go. Perfect timing.
Yep.
Time for the siege, and we'll see what Goon Squad's response is going to be. They get the jump. Trying to burst the jug once. They're getting very close to doing so, but he already has the healing ward down. And with that in mind, Nico Baby's able to keep the Aegis safe for now. See him go back in again. He's actually looking for the kills. He's just going to charge him with the Blade Fury over towards Pexu, but a 4-star will save Pexu. S4's ready to get back in. Dragon Tail silence, but we are responsible for the BKB. Same from S4. S4 popping the BKB, still not able to pop Nico Baby the once, though.
They committed both, and Exorcism's running out. They have to be a little cautious here on the side of Alliance. Top is starting to get split push. I think they should probably back it up. They do have an Arcane Rune, but yeah. So the boat is going to come back a little bit faster than usual, but as soon as boat is used, their Exorcism's running out. They got what they came for. Tower is taken out. They did hold Glyph, though. Actually very patient from the side of Goon Squad.
I mean, and how fast do Alliance need to play it? Like, do they have to push again with this Aegis without Exorcism, or do they wait for the Exorcism still?
It can be risky. They're kind of playing like a fake here. They showed Weehaw top, and then they're still continuing to make some plays bottom. They just have to play it very cautious, because the DK form was used too. I think the safer play is just to back up. You're still in an okay window. You have the Jug, who's still getting very good farm versus the TB.
Sure, yeah, he's pretty much consistently stayed the same amount ahead of Aqua this whole game. Nico Baby still, 2.5 to 3K within it.
They're still lingering in the area. The Scotty's about to be picked up from the Jug. Charlie has
He's got his as well, yeah.
So he can show up to the fight. And this, Alliance might get surprised from this. They're still persisting. S4.
Oh, it's going to get jumped. Aramis is going to go for it, but the 4-star will keep S4 safe. Limp jumps in, commits with the remnants. The BKB's out, but Aqua's in position. Tears down Symmetrical and Aramis.
This felt a little over-aggressive without the Kunkka even in the area at all.
No, for sort of all the smooth moves we've had from Alliance so far this game, that definitely felt like a bit of a slip-up, bit of a miscommunication there with the way that they were trying to commit sort of half-heartedly.
At least they only lost, I guess you can see like some Silverline. They only lost the 2 and it was a meta forced, but Now it's like, what are you going to do? You have 15 seconds. Actually, when DP respawns, you have ulti, and you'll have a window maybe. Okay. So maybe when they respawn, if they can get the lane in a good position, they can try to go for it again because meta was used. But we see the line drawn. Limp is like, they're going to try to hit bottom. We have meta down.
Just clear it out.
Push the lane as far as we can.
Do you like this from Hansken as well? They're just going for the big item now.
Okay. I was going to say he has an option also to even go for the Ags versus the Jug this game, but Hex is like the best item in the game. So Hex on a Grim can be amazing if he's able to farm that up. And if they get to that point, they just win the game. So because the way that their lineup will be able to scale versus the Jug.
Aramis. S4's got the BKB. Can BKB TP and he'll do so straight away.
Look how fast Alliance was to come back to bottom lane, right?
Yeah, they want to get this push right back over.
Goon Squad's shoving this lane. We need to shove it out, and we need to get to the base before meta's up. 65 seconds for them to get there. And you see on the opposite side...
they're going to be able to do it before that. They've
Goon
got
Squad,
exorcism up.
Goon Squad is addressing the other lanes, though. Top lane and mid lane are getting pushed out as well.
Okay, so at the minimum, it will be one, maybe half of the racks going down.
Yeah, might be a trade. We might see Charlie even attempt to commit for the top. Because Limp's up there with the Deso, with the rally creeps.
Yeah, that's true.
They might be able to get a trade.
Deso pickup from Limp is also going to be nice for these split push plays, especially when you're just taking that armor down and priming it for these summons, these illusions to come in and beat down on the objectives. We're seeing here. I mean, that's the range actually taken out. NiKo has to turn up and return, but it will be Alliance that lose the first bit of barracks themselves.
Big plays. Very smart plays from Goon Squad. It's all just about buying more time, right? Buying time for the TP for that meta to come back up. And meta's back up in 20 seconds, so now Alliance is probably like, okay, don't have that window to go for the push.
I mean, because you would imagine in a game like this, with the minutes passing, it's Alliance that are going to start panicking a little bit more.
Absolutely. Especially with the item build that Weeha's gone for, right? Like this Linken's, it feels kind of all in. Like you win the game,
you bought this to just run down the lane and be invincible.
That's how I
end the game with these items.
Yeah, it feels like this is like we need to win probably in the next like 5 to 10 minutes, or game is going to start getting a little funky.
Because then it's going to all fall on NiKo's shoulders to carry, and suddenly at that point maybe Hansken's got his X, he has Hex. Very much line up.
Do they have any? I still just keep checking. Do they have any buffers yet for the Jug? Nothing. Okay. No Solar Crest, no drums yet on their supports. And like I was mentioning, Enchantress, he's going for both. So Pexu, he's going to have Solar plus drum on this B. And now they're ready to fight. They have a BKB done, the disassemble from Aqua. This could be the comeback here for Goon Squad. Even though they're, I mean, pretty even, it's just the comeback to pretty much take over the game if they do win this next fight.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, you feel like there's sort of one team fight, you know, for Alliance, they're one team fight loss away from being in a very, very tough position.
Yeah, it does feel like that. Even though NiKo's at top net worth. He's got a Basher done, so he's all in.
Yeah, he's strong. If he can get him with a good Omni, he'll tear people apart. He's going to start charging him with the Blade Fury.
Limps in on the back line.
S4's trying to get the jump here for the stun, but NiKo's able to turn with the Omni Slash. They've taken down Pexu. Big hits over towards S4 as well, but it's not enough. S4's able to get the Dragon Tail off. They'll force NiKo to the side. Limp, he's just running him straight down. He knows the Blade Fury's still on cooldown. Limp trying to commit with the BKB, but Limp's low on mana, and he'll get held in position. Shot into the silence. Limp will die for that.
The healing ward didn't get taken out either. It's like full duration, keeping everybody up.
See, Hansken was desperately trying to clear out the wave. We'll be able to TP away. But this is what Alliance needed. 2 quick kills, and now the chance to push. Roshan is up in 30 seconds, so I mean, there's a chance that Goon Squad will be able to contest if Alliance see this in time and go, because they'll have most people up.
Might be hard. They're not going to have meta. I don't know, fighting for Goon Squad around that area. If Alliance is set up right now when it respawns, I think they'll be able to get it before.
Let's see what Alliance can get here.
Might also just try for the push because they have this Ember kill. Yeah, really good fight. NiKo's able to get, I mean, he's able to survive and able to get his full Omni Slash off.
Yeah, it was a little spooky. I mean, we saw how well S4 was trying to get the jump on NiKo after the Blade Fury, but couldn't quite close that gap quick enough.
Clutch force step. I think it was Stomanin who got, I couldn't tell if it was Stomanin or Aramis who got the force to push NiKo away from Inkswell.
It's the full axe now on S4, so he's becoming quite a spooky dragon.
Still big.
Very, very strong here.
Feels like it's anyone's game. Just has to be up to those first goes. And Roche is back up. Alliance has not quite scouted it.
How long till Meta?
Meta is back in 50 seconds.
All right.
They've got
it's a bit of a
window.
If Alliance catch wind of the fact that The Roshan is back up.
No exorcism either, though. 50 seconds for that, too. So about similar cooldowns for that and the meta.
I guess they should still do
Jug
it
can still hit
decently
it,
quick
yeah.
enough with the Jug, with the farm that
absolutely.
Nico Baby's got.
They have
There we
to.
go.
They have to. Like,
I mean,
you
now,
can't
are
wait.
you trying to commit for a fight even though you don't have meta on your TB? Ooh.
I mean, Alliance might be the one who tries.
He's going to go hook shot up to the high ground, look for Pexa, but Export's got the jump on the Jug. They need to protect Nico Baby right now. They'll force him down to the low ground, but he's getting so low. He's silenced. He's going to blade through and try and run. He gets the healer more down. Remnant forward. Liv tries to chase, but Nico Baby's going to be able to live. We'll see Symmetrical popping the BKB. Nico Baby's trying to charge straight back in. He's able to jump in. He's looking for the Omni Slash over towards S4. Back up to the user, but he's so low.
He's dead.
He comes out of the Omni Slash. He dies.
And now meta.
They're surviving. The turn towards Symmetrical. They take him out. The buybacks are out from Alliance, but now you're fighting into a Terrorblade with Metamorphosis up, and you don't have Omni Slash on the Jug, so you've got to be careful if you're Alliance.
They have the buyback on the Death Prophet, and Exorcism's back up, so they could still look
maybe
like
around
this
that
kind of play. So
But
they
Goon
have,
Squad, no, they're going to go straight away with the smoke.
Yep.
They know now, if they kill Nico Baby, this game's going to be completely broken for Alliance.
S4 scouting, but the ward's up. They broke the smoke. They're going to be a bit of it here on the side of Goon Squad.
I mean, they can definitely chill themselves. It's a big thing there to have that situation where Nico Baby as the carry has pulled back. The next 7 minutes are going to be very scary for Alliance. But Alliance, they're going to try and go in and fight. And the fact that they can surprise Goon Squad with the buyback exorcism.
20 seconds for him to respawn. And let's look at the TB illusions being sent all over the place to try to get the split push going.
Yeah,
oh, Charlie, he shows himself. He's taking the...
Whoa. Oh.
Not at BKB
for 5 seconds. Back into the boat. He's coming over. He's going to try to, but the shot's there. Thunder on backward. He's able to turn. So he's back up to full HP. Soulbind's down. They've released the two together.
And now Nico Baby.
Trouble. Can they get out of this? They're glimmering, but the dust is there. Nico Baby's dead for 2 minutes. They've taken him down. It was just a bait.
It was a bait.
It was an absolute bait there. He goes for the... We're watching him like, this man's crazy. They're going to run straight for him. And absolutely did. And his big KB comes up just in time. He gets it off with the Sunder. They turn around the fight. Now Alliance is still dead. They have no bikes. At the least here, they're going to suffer significant damage to the base. I mean, we'll see this again.
They might lose their whole base, honestly.
You know what? Do you think this was the plan here? Or this was a bit of like a situation for Aqua?
There's definitely some communication, though. He still has BKB in a second. Thankfully, his teammate came over because they actually covered themselves decently. He linked the Jug, BKB'd himself on the Kunkka.
This is going to hurt for Alliance here. They're losing a set of racks at least, maybe more.
Maybe all three.
Minute.
Might be Megas or the Throne, honestly. It's 60 seconds, no Jug versus Meta and Solo Crest TB.
Now, what a response from Goons. Alliance ever around. Just at the moment that he needs there.
You can see why Alliance was going to play so fast because they felt this.
That was on his going for this. He committed with the smoke. You're going to hit into Goon Squad whilst they're split up, but they could have quite taken down in time. And that turnaround from Goon Squad is hitting back hard.
It looks like it's going to be Megas.
The dead DP, Symmetrical dies immediately. Still back available. We'll see them coming with the boat over towards Aqua. He's popping the BKB. They're looking to finish off the objectives. Or maybe not. They're playing safe here. They don't want to stick around. Maybe left behind. Yeah, Iceberg's going to jump back in. It's in straight away. They're having to put their bodies and run here alive. They can't stand to take the fight against Goons. They don't have Nico Baby live. As Alliance, they'll lose a second set of racks here. At the least. And in fact, yeah, top's already been cleaned up. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Goon Squad, the Megas up against Alliance.
All it takes is like one big fight like that. What a big... If it was a bait, that is a big brain bait. Looked a little scary there.
There is a chance that you got, you know, Aqua was just going like full crazy mode. Because the issue with no Alliance, they brought back on split the team map because they're boat. They're really going to, especially show you going for the. I mean, there's after the series, depending against the Goon Squad, are able to clean up. Was the move?
Huge.
If it was a stick player has secured the mega creeps.
And I like whoever made the call as well. Instead, like, they knew Roche was up. That's the thing too, is after they get this kill on the Jug, they knew that Roshan was up, but someone, you know, whoever makes the call of, hey, we can get Megas, potentially end the game, very big call.
Yeah, if we just trip up Alliance with that one fight, and that's exactly what they went for.
Yeah, it's huge plays. Alliance now heavily on the back foot.
Yeah, down 15k now and against Megas. They're going for the Roche play. They've got to go for the big stuff here.
I look at the creeps in the side lanes, though. That's what I'm going to be watching. If they just die to some creeps, their whole base. Because if the fight breaks off here, I think they're going to lose the creeps.
Still trying to finish this Roche, but the jump spin went limp, starting to poke at Symmetrical.
This is being annoying.
Roche is so last boy's in with the jump at the side. He's going to look to Aramis first. He's in with the Dragon Tail. Symmetrical trying to finish off this Roshan. Limp's coming in. Who's able to pick it up? Roshan dies. He's able to pick up the agent, but look at this damage coming out as Alliance, they're grouped up. S4's just slashing across them all in with the Elder Dragon form damage. As Alliance, they've lost 3. Staman and Solo, Weehaw will come back for a second round. They've lost Nico, baby. Weehaw will be able to TP it out, but he's the only one left alive, and the base in shambles here for Alliance. GG is called. Goon Squad will take this game 1. And it was a brilliant game as well.
Was really well played. I mean, you can see how Alliance was really trying to force the issue and press forward, but sometimes with these drafts,